Hey guys, Cameron here with Emerson Property Management. Every week I bring you tools, tactics, strategies, lessons I've learned, things that have helped me build up a sizable rental portfolio in about 2 years and now manage that portfolio. Today, guys, I want to talk about a question. There's an old video I have out there on BRRRR, buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat, using the BRRRR strategy and your debt to income. So I wanted to elaborate on that a little bit. I think some of that's outdated, and I think I actually misspoke on some of those. So let me just make sure this is all good here. How's that? Perfect. I think I misspoke. So I want to make this video to kind of update this and make it very, very clear, abundantly clear on what's going on here. So the question came up, hey, I'm using the BRRRR strategy to invest, but how do I get rid or around the debt to income ratio? So what is that? I'm going to explain it to you right here. I took a few minutes and wrote this out. So let's just assume, and again, I'm just using round numbers here. Bear with me. Don't say, you can't get a rental property. It doesn't matter. I don't make this. Let's just go with me on this example. So you make $5,000 a month and your debts are $1,000, whether that's car note, student loan payment, whatever it is. That's a 20% debt to income ratio, DTI. That's 1,000 divided by 5,000, 20%. Let's say you buy a rental property and this rental property rents at $1,500 a month. Your mortgage, your PI is $750 a month, okay? So that is your debt, your loan payment. If you add those together, then you get $6,500 and $1,750. If you divide $1,750 by $6,500, you get 27%. And then we're going to basically use this example again. You then buy another rental property that rents at $1,500, $750 a month in a mortgage. The total then is $8,000, $2,500, 2,500 divided by 8,000. It's 31%. So you can see your debt to income is actually increasing. It went from 20% to 27% to 31%. Cameron, I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but check out my other video on how many properties I bought and scaled in 1 year. I think it was like 7 or 8 or something. It was wild that time in 2017. It was very, very crazy. But how did I get around this? Because banks, now every bank's different, but some go 27% as your cap. Some go 37. I think I've seen some as high as 42. So, but pretty safely low 30s, right around 30, 33, 35% is where you're going to see most debt to income ratios start to cap off. So how do you guys get around this? If you want to scale and build up, everybody knows you're not going to get rich off one rental property. However, you buy 5 to 10 of those, that is a hell of a good income, especially over 5 or 10 years. So how do you get around this? Guys, I wish there was a magic bullet. I really, truly do, but there's not. What you have to do is increase your income or decrease your expenses. So what did I do? Well, I had a really good job when I was doing this. So I made more than $5,000 a month. I made closer to $10,000 a month. And then these debts, I paid off all my debts. I didn't owe anybody anything. Some people say that's stupid. Sometimes I even think about, man, if I would have taken that 40 grand I owed in student loans and put it in the market over the past 10 years, golly, I'd have a lot more money than just 40,000 of debt vanquished. So, but I paid all that stuff off. So this went to zero. This was almost double. So I worked this to my advantage. I had a very, very low debt to income ratio, no credit card debt. I paid all that stuff off. That's really the only things you can do. Now, oh, Cameron, there's got to be a creative way or something to do. Here's the only other thing you can do. Outside of earning more in your job and paying off your debts, you can, here, another option for you is to wait, buy a couple, and then either when you do your BRRRR strategy, and again, these are your 2 properties you just bought, when you do your BRRRR strategy, don't take out as much. Keep this number lower. instead of doing an 80% cash out refinance and getting 80% of your money back, do a 50 or 60 or 70%. This number will go down. Yes, you'll have more cash left in the property, so your return might not be as great, or your return on equity, but at least this number will go down to maybe 22, 23, 24%. So that's one thing you can do. Another option is to do this don't worry about the debt. Make sure whatever bank you're using you build a relationship with, make sure you know their percentage so you don't get screwed. But the other kicker is, guys, remember, your income should go up every year. So if you're in a job, even just a mediocre, decent job, you should be getting a few percentage points raise each year, whether that's 2, 3, 5, 10, whatever. Increase your income. Find a way to do that. So next year, this time, if you buy 2 properties a year, next year, your income should go up. The other thing is paying off debts. But the other thing is, these 2 rents, they might go up. They should go up. You should be able to get another, $50 to $100 if you turn it. Again, we usually raise rents about 2% on good tenants that renew with us. But these amounts should go up. And remember, these debts, as long as you're on fixed financing, these debts are the same. So next year, if these are at $1,600 or $1,550, this debt is still $750. So now your debt to income will have gone down. You get a raise at your job or a bonus. Well, this might go to $5,500 a month now, and you've paid off maybe a car loan or something. Well, now your debt to income is 10 to 15%. So the good news is this number, let's just say this was year 1 and you guys bought these properties and now you're at 31%. And your bank said, done, no mas mortgages. What you could do, increase your income, pay off some of the consumer debt, and then just wait. Because it's never gonna, as long as you don't get into more debt with consumer debt, this number will go down. Next year, when you raise rents, $50 to $100, this number will stay the same, and this number will go up. So your 31% should be the highest it's gonna be as soon as you do the cash out refinance. The next year, this should go down to 30, then 29, then 28. So I wish that there was a simpler or easier solution than that. But the fact of the matter is, time is your best friend in real estate. Everybody will tell you that. I made more money last year in my rental properties than I did in the early years. And that's just an effect of time, compound. When rents go up, that doesn't sound like much. Oh, Cameron, who cares? It's $100 on these properties. Yeah, but the next year they might go up another 50 to 100. And the year after that, I've got some properties, I'm on like 1 or 2 tenants. I've owned them for about 5 to 7 years. And I'm on the second tenant. I just turned it. And I raised the rent $300 or $400 since they moved in. I did a little bit of rehab work, put some money into it, but now my debt is still the same and my rents have gone up $300 and $400. Your debt to income comes down. I wish there was a silver bullet. I hope that was helpful, guys. I don't know any other way to say it. Increase your income, decrease your expenses, give it some time. I was fortunate enough that I was able to pay down my debts and increase my income. That really helped me buy a lot of properties. Any other ways, guys? If there's something else I'm missing or you guys think there's some other way, be careful too. Don't get yourself caught up in a scam. I hope that was helpful. If it was, let me know. If it wasn't, let me know. And again, we'll link somewhere in this video to the other videos so you guys can see that one before. Talk to y'all next week. Thanks.